Chelsea 2, Arsenal 2, and on days like this, I don't know how to take this. There's two sides of me right now. There's the side where I'm like, you know what, we're 11th place, we've moved up to 9th. Yes, the performance was phenomenal for 70 minutes. The performance was phenomenal for 90 minutes, some would even argue. It's just moments of individual stupidity that cost us. But then there's the other side. The other side that wants to rant, the other side that is frustrated, and the other side that just says it's not good enough. Liverpool at home, Arsenal at home, dominate the ties, should come away with 6 points, but you're coming away with 2 points, and Pochettino's overall rank, instead of being 8th now and next week maybe winning and potentially moving up to the top 4 race, we're stuck in that obscurity where you don't know what's happening. Chelsea versus Arsenal, 2-2 draw. Let's review it. Chatting breeze, you know how it is. The good, the bad, and the downright ugly, but I'm here to break it down. We're going to start with a good because I think we need to take away the positive. So before we get started, if you enjoyed Chelsea's performance and you respect the fact that I'm here right now doing this review when I still am a little bit hot and I might lose my temper throughout this video, so help me out. 1,000 likes, and if you're new and you're enjoying the content so far, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. But we need to talk about it. This was a massive performance from Chelsea because I think we have really lost what it means to be Chelsea at this moment in time. Last season did a lot of damage to us. This season's start has done a lot of damage to the team, where we were coming into this team being mocked. We were coming into this game being embarrassed. We were coming into this game where we were consistently driven as underdogs. Not only underdogs, but embarrassing underdogs. People were telling me we can't get 2 players into a combined 11. Do they know who they were talking about? Because reality is our midfield dominated their midfield today. Our defenders dominated their defenders today. Our wing-backs were better than their wing-backs. And yet, Chelsea got a draw out the point. So it's a good, hard-fought point where we're going to come away with, we should have got 3 points. Some of the positives. Cole Palmer's penalty. We won a penalty through bravery. We won a penalty through audacious. Great combination play. Raheem Sterling, who was amazing today, crosses the ball in. Mudryk gets on the end of it. Handball. People are trying to have the audacity to tell me that's not a penalty. The header is going on target. Saliba's doing the YMCA dance, and I don't know what else is meant to happen. The ball clearly strikes his hand. His hand is around head height, and it's frustrating because there's a real element here of it can't be a penalty because it's in and around the area and his hand isn't in a natural position. There was no natural position. That ball's going on target. It's a header towards goal. It's a shot from Mudryk, technically. It's a penalty. I love the Champions League rules for it, but Cole Palmer stepped up. There was a little bit of a discrepancy between who's going to take it. Sterling wanted it. Enzo and the other leaders in the team said, Cole, do it. The pressure was massive on him. And you know what? He buried it. He was cool and composed under the pressure. Raheem Sterling, some of you might take that as a little dig at him. Not a chance. The fact that the man wanted to be responsible for Chelsea's performance and responsible for taking the pressure off the kid, I'm here for it. He wanted the ball. He performed well. He got a good assist. I think you can say for that to win that penalty. And more importantly, the key thing here is for me with Raheem Sterling, the overall performance. He had them on strings. He was showing elements of the Raheem Sterling when we say he's a great player. If Chelsea play like this consistently, we are going to win games. If Raheem performs like this, we are going to win games. And we won't be looking up at teams, we'll be looking down at teams in the table. And why did Chelsea play well today? Not because Mudryk got the goal, and some would say it's a fluke. I'm going to say it was a fluke because that was a cross that was like really poor. But we earned our chance. I thought the fullbacks were phenomenal. You look at the fullback's performance. I thought Cucurella had Saka locked up. All game, Saka was locked up, apart from that moment where we will talk about it when Gusto fell asleep. Cucurella was in on him from the first minute. He was aggressive, and he was ensuring that we were going to be the better team. He was ensuring he was going to win his midfield battle. By the way, when we paid £59 million, that's the player we paid money for. I hope we put some respect on his name because he deserves the respect. He stepped up today, and it was very good. Malo Gusto. I'm going to be critical later on in the video, but for the overall performance, Gusto one-on-one is a match for anyone. Gusto going forward does his job. Gusto in possession does his job. Overall, his performance was good as well. Our 2 centre-halves, Colwell and Thiago Silva, that's the partnership. That is the partnership you go with. They kept Jesus invisible. Arsenal's team, Arsenal's forward line was invisible until the changes where Arteta got it right. It's funny how football works, right? For 70 minutes, for 80 minutes, until that Declan Rice goal, Arteta had everything touch outclassed him. And the in-game substitution changed the game. And key pivotal moments changed the game. But our defense was spot on. You look at the midfield. I got cooked. I got grilled on the football terrace. When I football terrace panel cooked me. When I said Enzo, Caicedo, Gallagher, they dominate midfield. They will dominate midfields, especially the big games. I trust them over anybody in that midfield three. Why? Because I know Enzo can retain the ball. I know Caicedo can get around and retain the ball. And I know Gallagher's going to not cheat you out of anything. The Ji-sung Park, the English version for Chelsea. Manchester United had Ji-sung Park for years. They won titles with him. And the reason Gallagher will be in this club for years, and it's literally hit me recently. Gallagher's amazing in these big games. He might not play on a weekly basis. When everyone's fit, he might not be part of the plan. In the short term, he is going to be here for the big games. And I love it because he steps up, he gets stuck in, and in the 9 out of 10 times, he's going to come on the better side of the performance. And today, we need to take this, I think, like I'm thinking about it now, as a W. Because that's exactly what it was. In the sense that it might be a moral victory, but it was not a defeat. It's 4 games undefeated now, won 3 or drew 1. Next week, we need to beat Brentford. But now, let's dissect the game. The bad is something that we need to talk about. Because this happens all because of certain particular moments. And the particular moments need to start in chronological order. So we're going to start with the ugly first. I've just changed my mind. We're going to go with the ugly. Sanchez's ability on Kinky. People can show me all the statistics. You can show me all the nonsense on this piece of paper. Oh my God, their passes, his pass completion, this is percentages, that. This mistake was coming. He just hasn't been getting punished for it. Brighton, João Pedro and Matoma, or Ansu Fati, didn't take their chance. Against Burnley, his kicking was poor. And once again, his kicking was poor today. Do not play with your food. You have the chance to kill the game off. It is 2-0. Why on earth was he passing the ball to Enzo that wide of the mark? He cost us the points today. I don't care what anyone says. He didn't make any saves today where I can say, you know what? He won us that back. There was no shots on target until he did that. Sanchez has to be better. He needs to step up. And for me, next summer, I don't care if you're calling me reactionary. I've been saying this from the moment we signed him. Go and get me a proper goalkeeper. He is not of the level to be a Chelsea #1. And it's not because, Sanchez's kicking's poor. He's just not good. He is not of the caliber for Chelsea Football Club. Now we need to talk about the bad. And the bad is simple. Palmer and Jackson, you can't get away with it today as well. You need to finish your chances. Palmer, where we done really well with a high press, Raya gives him a gift. He goes around and tries to shoot, doesn't score. Jackson, Sterling plays him through one-on-one, take the shot, tries to go around, gives Raya an opportunity, Raya makes a fantastic save. Moments like that to make the game 3-0, to make the game 4-0, Arsenal would punish us. We didn't punish them. And guess what happens? What happens is Sanchez makes a stupid mistake and the equalizer. The equalizer, Cucurella, does that Cucurella thing that really frustrates me, but you have to deal with it. He's already on a yellow, so I'm going to allow him. He allows Saka to cross it back stick, and Gusto done something that I think is the weakest part of Gusto's game. People run off him very easily. We saw this on the pre-season game against Brighton, and I said it then, and I'm going to say it now. He needs to work on that. If people can run in behind you and you're not switched on, it's going to get you caught out, and you're going to get the Aaron Wan-Bissaka treatment. Where people say he's a good defender, but he conceded this goal, and this goal happened because of him. We can't allow that to happen. Chelsea need to understand, and the players need to learn from this. Gusto had a good performance overall, so I'm not going to be too critical on him. But I'm going to now conclude the video, and we are going to smile because this is a good point. I know I said there can't be moral victories. It's not a moral victories. It's a good point. We take points where they come. Odegaard was invisible again. Saka was non-existent until that one moment, but that's what makes him special. And Martinelli, he didn't even have a good game. They literally stole that point at the bridge. I think better things are to come. On to the next game. I'll break this game down tomorrow a little bit more. I've got some stories about Victor Osimhen. I need you lot to do me a massive favor. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts. Peace out. I'm out.